On the way this half hour, we'll have a chat with Ken Smith, our City Council representative in District 3. Also, we'll have a chat with the folks from Aleo Health. They're the parent company of Hospice of Chattanooga, talking about the brand new thing you've heard a lot about lately, telemedicine. And the Tennessee Aquarium is set to reopen with some stipulations. We'll get to all of that and more this half hour on Let's Chat.
Welcome to Let's Chat, the Tennessee Valley's premier show focusing on lifestyle and entertainment with Jess Raby and Chip Chapman, bringing you smart shopping tips, community events, and the newest trends. Now, let's chat.
We are glad to have you with us as we continue on this Wednesday morning, June the 3rd. It is a beautiful day underway, and we have got a beautiful half hour lined up. Jess Raby continuing her maternity leave and riding shotgun with me this morning, at least for a little while. It is City Council member Ken Smith from District 3. Ken Smith, good morning and welcome to the broadcast.
Hey, good morning, Chip. I appreciate the opportunity to get on with you and have a chat.
We have a number of topics that I want to cover, so we're going to jump right into it here.
Sure.
Tell me what your position is with the City Council. We know you're with District 3, but give us a little more of the backstory. Many folks may not know about it.
Sure. So I represent District 3, which is predominantly Hickson and then south of the river, the Murray Hills area. And I currently hold the vice chair seat of the City Council. I'm in my eighth year, actually. Now serving on the City Council, so towards the end of my second term, and I've been chairman, vice chairman before, and I'm vice chairman again. It's definitely been a privilege.
Now, you're a busy guy. You work at Freight Waves, a relatively new company here in town. We're going to talk more about that coming up in a moment. Previous to Freight Waves, you were with the Johnson Group. You've got
Right.
3 children, including a teenager, so you've got your hands full, not even counting all of the City Council responsibilities. Why do you keep coming back to the table and serving the folks of the entire community, but especially District 3?
Yeah, it was one of those things that you don't necessarily plan for, Chip. As you start to get more and more involved in both business, and then you have kids, and then you start paying more attention to education, and you see how important local government is to the lives of the citizens, and to you personally, that's where you really start to feel it. That's where my involvement started, and I started getting very active in local politics and policy more than anything, in understanding what can be done to better serve the constituents, the residents, and then people just started asking me based on that if I would be interested in representing. And at first, no, that wasn't what I was thinking. But the more and more I got into it, the more it really suited being able to get something done. And it's the best way to have a voice and to give the people a voice out there in the district. And when people are wanting you to do it, if you feel capable of doing it, I was definitely willing to step out, and I've been very fortunate to be able to serve for, again, almost 8 years now. And we've got a lot of really great stuff done for the district and the city as a whole, but there's still a lot more work to do, and I'm anxious to continue on doing that.
One of the big things that is in your district, that incredibly busy stretch of 153 in Hickson, where you've got Target, you've got Home Depot, Lowe's, a lot of the big box retailers, just along that 1 or 2 mile stretch, that area is responsible for a lot of the Chattanooga area economy, correct?
Yes, it is. I believe that area is currently third, downtown being the number 1, and the Hamilton Place area, and then out here.
Wow. It's amazing over in that stretch and in some other areas of Hickson also. You go over there, at least before the pandemic broke out, during either the morning or the afternoon rush hour, and there would be, you'd be hard pressed to be able to find a place in the traffic lane. That area just keeps growing and growing and growing, thanks in large part to a lot of the work you're doing with the City Council, correct?
Yeah, it's one of those things where, development needs to be done, but it needs to be done very well, so to speak, to put it lightly. There's good development, there's bad development, but we've been really fortunate to be able to have a lot of really great development taking place out here, and not just development, but redevelopment, reuse of old space, reuse of rundown space. I want and I'm pushing for more and more of that, as opposed to clearing more land to put new buildings up. We've got a lot of areas that we've got old buildings that are empty or that are run down, and trying to repurpose those for new use is one of the big things that we're pushing out here. But we've been very fortunate with some of those anchor retailers that you mentioned, continuing to draw more and more people and help build the economy of Hickson itself. We've been very fortunate with that. You know, there's a lot of people that ask me.
Tell you what, Ken, hang on to that thought for just 1 second.
Sure.
We have to take a quick break. We're going to continue our chat with Chattanooga City Councilman and Vice Chair Ken Smith coming up within minutes right here on Let's Chat.